A Christmas Card Nobody Wanted became the most beloved holiday film ever made. In 1938, a writer named Philip Van Doren Stern woke from a dream with a complete story in his head. A tale about a man who wished he had never been born and was shown the value of his life by a mysterious stranger. He spent years trying to get it published. Magazine after magazine rejected it. Editors liked the story but didn't know where to place it. By 1943, Stern had given up on finding a home for the greatest gift. So he did something unusual. He printed 200 copies of the story as a small booklet and mailed them to friends as Christmas cards. What he couldn't have predicted was that this humble gesture would eventually shape one of the most beloved films ever made. One of those pamphlets found its way to RKO Pictures. The studio bought the rights for $10,000 and immediately got stuck. 3 different teams of writers tried to adapt it into a screenplay. None of them captured the emotional core of Stern's story. The project stalled. The booklet sat forgotten on a shelf. Then Frank Capra came home from the war. Capra had spent years making documentary films for the U.S. Army during World War II. When he returned to Hollywood in 1945, he was unsure of himself, unsure whether the kinds of hopeful stories he used to tell still mattered after everything he had witnessed. When RKO offered to sell him Stern's abandoned project, Capra read the booklet and felt something stir. Years later, he recalled the moment. "My goodness, this thing hit me like a ton of bricks. It was the story I had been looking for all my life." The angel was already present in Stern's original story, but only as a shadowy, unnamed stranger. Capra saw potential in this character. Working with his team of writers, he transformed the figure into Clarence Oddbody, a lovable, slightly bumbling guardian angel who still hadn't earned his wings. When Henry Travers was cast as Clarence, the vision came together. Travers brought a gentle warmth to the role, a kind-hearted, earnest presence that perfectly matched what Capra was trying to say. An angel who wasn't perfect, an angel who needed to help someone in order to help himself. Capra poured his post-war emotions into the film. He had seen despair. He had seen men lose faith in themselves. He wanted Clarence to stand as a quiet reminder that no life is meaningless, no matter how ordinary it may seem. When It's a Wonderful Life was released in December 1946, it received mixed reviews and struggled at the box office. It was nominated for 5 Academy Awards but won none. For decades, the film was nearly forgotten. Then something unexpected happened. In the 1970s, a copyright oversight allowed television stations to broadcast the film for free. Suddenly, millions of Americans discovered it during the holiday season. Year after year, families gathered to watch George Bailey learn what Clarence had come to teach him, that every life touches countless others. Today, It's a Wonderful Life is considered one of the greatest American films ever made. It sits in the National Film Registry. It has inspired generations. And it all began with a story no one wanted, printed on 200 small pages, tucked into envelopes, and mailed out as Christmas cards by a writer who simply believed in his work. Sometimes the greatest gifts arrive in the humblest packages.